Hello everybody, today we will be comparing this is the flip lid from Bottle versus the straw lid from RRegeny. I got these both from Amazon. I've been using this one for just literally over a year. I ordered it June 4th of last year, and we're in June right now, so this has literally been serving me for a year. I got this one several days ago, and it did not. It inspired me to make this video because it's not that good. And I thought I was debating over whether I should get try a new one or just get a replacement for this one or something like that, just purely for hygiene and all that good stuff. And I was like, might as well try something. Then I got this fella right here, the straw lid, and it did not service me well, and so I thought I'd make a video for anyone who's wondering if they should get wondering between these. Not that necessarily, it's possible someone would like this more than this, so I'm not gonna just say all the bad things about this. It's gonna be a general review video or whatever, but that's what we're doing. That's the context. Here we go. I like this one better. Key features, boom, easy access opening. You just click that little button there and boom, it just opens just like that. You don't need a lot of pressure, just a little pressure, boom. It's very easy, very simple. Sometimes it's just super easy, as opposed to if you're going with the default Hydroflask thing where you have to twist it every time off, or comparing it to this guy who, it doesn't seem like it'd be that much inconvenient. It has this little slide thing and when I got, oh my gosh, the resistance, it resists you. It doesn't want to go pulled up, and then it doesn't like being moved. And then you try pushing it down, it takes some effort. And that was me applying a normal amount of force. That's this I can move it quickly. I have to do it very forcefully. Typically it'll be, you're not gonna, this is with two hands, I'm gonna do it forcefully. Boom. Like that. It's still kind of slow, I'm fighting against it. And then forcefully down. I guess that's not bad. Down is easier than up. But the big thing is it just it doesn't feel good. It resists you, and then you're straining with whatever finger you're using. And if you use it a lot, you're gonna hurt your finger seriously. This does not feel good to pull up. That friction, that resistance, it's not, definitely doesn't feel good to open. And I don't know why. Maybe this is something that's supposed to loosen up with time or use or something, but I haven't used it. I didn't want to use it enough to find out, just because I don't enjoy it. I don't see any reason why. But so that's that. This one's way easier to just pop open and get your drink or whatever, versus this one where you have to really work hard. And I'm using two hands here. If you want to just hold your bottle and do it with one, this is, yeah, I don't know. It's granted it's gonna be different on the bottles, kind of, but I don't know. It's just gonna be awkward, I feel like. So, anyways, so there's that. And then second perk I like about this is that usually when you're refilling your water bottle, you have to take the lid off. You have to unscrew it off the bottle, do that or whatever, and then you can refill your water bottle. But with this guy, sometimes you're probably gonna risk getting at least a little bit of water over your bottle sometimes, depending on I'm thinking a school fountain, water fountain, where they have that little bottle part of the water fountain where it just dispenses water specifically for a water bottle. It's kind of narrow, or it is narrow, and so there's a good, there's a decent chance you're gonna get some water over your bottle each time, maybe. I don't know. I don't think it's that big of a problem that it's not worth the convenience of literally just, rather than unscrewing your top each time, you can just open this and then get your water right through there, as opposed to twisting it. This guy, the hole is way too tiny. It does not go, it goes in a little bit, a tiny bit, but not enough to even consider using it. This is terrible. You're definitely gonna get water all over your bottle if you try and refill it that way. And so that's yeah. So this is just like the default where you have to unscrew the lid each time. But the thing about unscrewing is With this, it's not too bad. You know, this kind of gets in the way with unscrewing it, which makes it a little uncomfortable. It's not that bad. This though, this handle here, it's durable and it looks, I don't know, kind of modern and eye-catchy or whatever, but like it does not feel good. It has this sharp like edges here that like kind of dig into you, even when there's not really a lot of pressure against it on your skin or whatever. Like just rubbing up against it does not feel good, or so you want to touch that as least as possible. But when you're turning it on your bottle, like typically you're inevitably gonna turn it like, I don't know, you're just gonna end up touching it sometimes while you're twisting. I don't know, it's kind of petty, but it's also kind of annoying. You know, if I could do it without it, I'd do it without it. It's just one other thing that makes this annoying when you're like twisting it off to get water. But so that's another thing. So yeah, I think that covers all the major pros of this. It's good for getting water. You get to flip it easy, and it's nice to drink out of. For this, it's not versus like just the default water bottle where you you screw off the lid and drink it that way. I don't know that this is I used to think that this was a lot better because it's a narrower drinking area, so you can like get it in your mouth easier. I like to waterfall my water, so like I drink out of it from like a distance, so I'm not like putting my mouth, making contact with the bottle with my mouth. But I recently tried comparing the two, drinking waterfalling with this versus with no lid or at all, and just the bare bones bottle. And like, I don't know if there's a significant difference. I feel like I could waterfall with either one, but it's still good. It's still good. I'm just saying, I don't know if it's unique anyways necessarily. It's good to drink out of. Does the job. You can waterfall with it. That's what I use it for. Otherwise, it still works just perfect for if you like making, if you're one of those people who makes contact with the bottle when you drink out of it, it's good for you too. But versus this, now I didn't bother using the straw with this. This thing came with straws and bristles. Bristles are cool. I like that. That's a nice inclusion. But I was hoping I'd be able to drink out of this without the straw, and that did not work out at all. When you try and drink out of this without the straw, it's just barely even a trickle. At first, it takes a while for anything to come out, and when finally something does come out, it's just literal trickles, and it's not enough to sustain, not enough in a quick time, not convenient at all. It's you pretty much need the straw, I think. I haven't used the straw actually though, because I didn't want to cut off the straw, because I didn't think I was gonna like it either way because of everything else about it. The handle, this annoying spout, that's painful. Oh my gosh. But yeah, so I didn't end up using the straw. I'm assuming it's good, but or assuming it does its job well with the straw, where you can get a good amount of water with the straw. But I was planning, I only use this without the straw, and without the straw it sucks. It's basically unusable without the straw. You might as well just take off the lid. But yeah, so that's drinking wise. And then we get into some durability things here. I think it doesn't help that I've been using this for a year, and this I haven't really used. But this has been somewhat doubtful durability. You can see the biggest thing I've had with it is the I don't know how well you can see it, but the rubber band here. Well, anyways, that one's very clear. That one's not clear at all. That's not normal. It's supposed to be like, these should be the exact same amount of thickness here. But, and I remember there was like a little piece of it that like I don't know how it came off, because I don't know what did what to it to make it fall off or whatever. But I do remember seeing a chunk of rubber band. I was like, what is that? And eventually it fell off, and then I realized, oh, this is significantly thinner than that, and that's not supposed to be. And you can even see it when I open it. The left side looks pretty dang smaller than the right side. You can kind of tell there. And I don't know how that happened. It's not like I took scissors or a knife to it or anything like that. I don't know what caused that, but and it hasn't been an issue. Like, I haven't really experienced anything bad as a result of the rubber band losing its just deteriorating over time. It hasn't affected me negatively, but I assume that means it's probably not going to last. For that, I assume that means, yeah, it's not going to last for that much longer. So that there was that, and then this handle, I don't trust it to it's not flimsy. Like, I can shake it around and it's not going to move from its position, really. Like, so it stays in place, you know. But like, it's just so kind of dinky. It feels very light, and it's also uncomfortable, which is why I don't hold it either. But and then yeah, so that's why I'm not sure if I trust holding your bottle or depend on this to hold your bottle without it breaking. I've never tested it, but that's just the impression I get holding it in my hand with the weight of a bottle and water. I mean, maybe if you have a really light water bottle, but still, I think it's just a lot of pressure for this. It's very light feeling, even though it stays put. It's very, I just don't trust it. I haven't tested it. I haven't had anything bad happen to me holding it, but yeah, it's just a note. Also, I mentioned this one feels terrible. This one I also don't use, but it's less in the way, so it's less offensive. That's why I didn't really mention it, but this handle is also not. Like, I think this would be a better water bottle if this handle didn't exist. I don't think this has only ever gotten in the way of drinking the water bottle. It's not a huge thing. It's much less of an issue than this, but it's still something to note. But yeah. So what was I gonna say? Yeah, this one on the other hand, I mean, I haven't tested it again, but like, it seems much more durable. Like, I feel like this could hit anything. It could fall even with the weight of a water bottle on it, and I don't know, maybe with a water bottle weight, and if over repeatedly, it might crack or something, but like, I'm doubtful. Like, this seems pretty strong. I don't know, it feels strong. It feels not flimsy or whatever. It feels pretty durable, but I don't know. That's just something to note. Yeah, the only other thing would be cleaning wise. This is slightly awkward, kind of getting in the crevices. It doesn't help that I didn't have one of these bristles. I had like a kitchen bristle thing that I would use to clean it, but specifically this area, it's kind of awkward fitting anything in there. With this, not going to be an issue at all, but I didn't have these until I ordered this. So just speaking to the average person who only has average kitchen brush bristles or whatever, like, it's kind of hard to get in here to clean everything, but it's not been a big issue. I think I get things enough, but just something to note. Also, kind of going backwards a little bit, one thing to note with this, and this is what I know, it's when you close it, it doesn't sometimes, you really need to make sure you close it all the way, because sometimes it'll look closed, and I gotta make sure I do it right. It'll look like it's closed, but it'll actually not be fully closed, and then sometimes it'll just randomly pop back up, or if you shake it or bump it or something, it'll pop back up, and that's something you gotta be careful of, because you think it's closed, and then it falls down in the car or whatever, and then the lid pops open and all the water gets everywhere. That's never happened to me. It's just something when I noticed the first time it happened, I was like, whoa, this is something to be concerned about. But I mean, it's consistent. Like, I can know if you press down on it hard, it's not gonna pop up. I've never had it where I pressed it down hard and it popped up. So as long as you press it down, you just gotta make sure, because sometimes I just close it casually a little bit, like that, for instance. I mean, this is kind of bad example, it's hard to see, but you just have to make sure you close it good. It's demonstrating that it's, yeah, anyways, just something to note. This is not a lid you want to close. You just got to be careful about closing it casually, because it should not be opening when you pry it with your fingers, and this is how it's supposed to be. You're not supposed to be able to pry it open, but if you can pry it open with your fingers, that means it didn't close all the way. So just something to be careful about. Make sure, because that was something I noticed. I closed it too casually. Every now and then I'd close it casually, and then the lid would pop open. I would be like, oh, good thing I didn't tip it over or whatever. But yeah, regarding leaking, I again haven't used this enough to really know, but I doubt it leak. I don't know. I don't really use my water bottle too much in crazy environments or anything. They're usually always top right, but I've shaken this upside down and I've never seen any water come out or anything like that, so I assume it's good. But yeah, trying to think if there's anything else. I think that's it. This one doesn't look super easy to clean, but I haven't cleaned it, so I don't really know. But I don't know, just kind of getting all around. Even with those, I don't know, maybe with those bristles it's probably not a big deal, but I don't know, just a minor thing I noticed. But again, big takeaways is this spout feels terrible. I don't like the way this feels. This feels awful. And you can't drink out of this without a straw, basically, essentially. And this handle digs into you while you're carrying it around. So you can't ever really hold on to the handle. You basically always have to hold it like this if you don't want to be in pain. But yeah, so versus this, great for getting water. You don't have to screw the lid off each time. Works good for drinking, easy to open. Yeah, those are the major notes there. But yeah, I hope this video was somewhat insightful. I hope it had some information that was useful. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll maybe see you later. Okay, bye.